Without a shred of doubt, Zidane, Iqbal and Charlie Savage have been the two leading revelations in Manchester United's pre-season games this summer. The two central midfield players have been at United since they were kids and have played together as a midfield pair starting from the under-8 level. The pair have been excellent and fearless in their displays in United's pre-season games against Liverpool and Melbourne. Fans could not help but be amazed by how the two 19-year-olds held their own against a Liverpool midfield of Fabinho and Thiago. Iqbal and Savage are a breath of fresh air considering the kind of central midfield players United has had in recent years. Unlike their seniors, Fred and McTominay, the game of Iqbal and Savage are not restricted to energy and winning the ball back. The pair are so calm on the ball, careful in possession, accurate in their passing, and can progress the ball more efficiently. It has been long since United had a midfield pairing that was capable of spraying passes to all areas of the pitch. These two kids can. Thus, the boys, if they can keep performing at this level and also improve, could seriously transform United's midfield just because of their profile and technical abilities. Suddenly, United defenders and forwards can trust their central midfielders to take better care of the ball and to execute the passes that take advantage of cracks in opposition defense. Yet, we believe it is for this same problem that players like Martinez, Eriksen, and Frenkie de Jong are being pursued by Manchester United. That means playing time may not come easily to these two youngsters. But what does the current success of Iqbal and Savage mean for youth players at United? Fans who follow youth football at United may not be surprised at all to see Iqbal and Savage excel at the senior level and can vouch that there are a lot of such players in United's youth ranks including Dan Gore, Mejbri, Shola Shoretire, Hansen Aron and Kobbie Mainoo. Like Iqbal and Savage, a lot of these players are technically gifted but not really physically imposing. Iqbal and Savage are about 1.8 meters in height and not bulky. At United we have to go back to Paul Scholes to find a successful senior central midfield player who was below 1.8 meters in height. Darren Fletcher is 1.83 meters. To be fair, United has not been successful at having many of their own trainees moving into the senior team to own central midfield. Maybe Pogba and Scott McTominay recently, but they are each about 1.9 meters tall. And Darren Fletcher before them. In recent times, players like Dylan Levitt and Ethan Galbraith were not given the opportunities to become part of the first team. In their group, it is the taller James Garner who seems like he will get a shot. For several years at United, we believe that from defensive midfield to attacking midfield, physicality has been elevated over technique, and players such as Shinji Kagawa, Juan Mata, Mkhitaryan, and Angel Gomez were all criminally underutilized. Fred is the outlier, saved by his high energy levels. Fortunately, by playing Savage and Iqbal in central midfield, and at the same time, Erik ten Hag is elevating technique and game intelligence over physicality. He is showing commitment to the idea that with technically sound footballers you can dominate a game. Xavi, Iniesta, and Modric show this. Barcelona continue the tradition today with Pedri and Gavi. Pep City always elevates technique with David Silva, Bernardo Silva, Mahrez, and Foden even as he rigidly commits to an imposing but technically sound defensive midfielder. F has already proven his commitment to technique at Ajax. For example, at Ajax, his centre-backs recently have been Lisandro Martinez, Jurrien Timber and Daley Blind, none of these is above 1.8 meters. Thus, the rise of Zidane, Iqbal and Charlie Savage signals a new era at United and their youth ranks. Now the fact that the youth setup's best prospects are physically unimposing but technically sound footballers will not be a mismatch for the senior team. Dan Gore, Mejbri, Shola Shoretire, Hansen Aron and Kobbie Mainoo etc. all now have a real shot at making it to the first team and making a central midfield position their own.